ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John Oakland Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffaloes offense has the ball first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The give on the option. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Not even 2 minutes in, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Colorado! Great job by the back on the option.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most. There's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Fernandez. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wants to bring it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Yates. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down after that run. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got his man. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cougar! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Rides the back on the option, the give. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
He'll pull it down. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Yates. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game. So
fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Houston wants to play fast.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He's got him in the flat. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Got his man. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Number 13, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. Scanning the field, it's Yates. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Red pass, it's complete. Brings into the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Making side adjustments here. From the gun on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Buffaloes will try to convert on fourth down. For it. Got room to work. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Makes the grab on third. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Looking downfield, it's Yates. Touchdown, Colorado! Fitted in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. On Wisconsin. They're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up 14 over Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Houston going up tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. A strike downfield. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground, jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Dropping back, it's Yates. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds his big tight end. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Buffs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Colorado, 35. Houston, 7.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The give out of the gun. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Houston will be forced to punt.
On to punt it away.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Quick release on the RPO. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Tackle is made at the 42-yard line. Bring up.
Quarterback making adjustments. Lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success. The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Crosses the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with a first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Fernandez. Got his man on the right. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Handoff from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got it down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll give it to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Yates. Good timing on the quick out. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Buffaloes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less...
There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down to the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Finds a spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not over...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looking for a man. It's Yates. He's got the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. He wants to throw it again. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffs! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UConn had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Offense gets set for second down. They want to run this quarterback. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Karapateas. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Using the quick game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Caught over the middle. It's Kara. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. It's a seam wide open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.